Your Excellency, the most Honorable Dato Sri Anwar Ibrahim, Prime Minister of Malaysia, Excellencies, Ministers, distinguished members of the Malaysian business community, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed my distinct honor, Mr. Prime Minister, to welcome you to Ethiopia and to this high-level business forum. It makes it very special that you're the first Prime Minister to visit Ethiopia, and it means a lot to you. Your presence here is a powerful testament to our shared commitment to enhancing not only business-to-business ties, but also the enduring people-to-people relations between our two countries. Looking at Malaysia and Ethiopia, it looks a world apart. Despite the distance between our two countries, the values we share bring us closer together. We are both home to rich cultural diversities and deeply committed to sustainable development, peace, and prosperity. Ethiopia is a land of a triple heritage: Christianity, Islam, and indigenous beliefs, all woven into one identity, an Ethiopian identity. Malaysia, too, is Asia's heritage, encompassing Islam, Buddhism, Christianity, and Hinduism. These shared values have given us a unique perspective, a high regard to humanity, collective growth, and regional stability. For Malaysia and Ethiopia, we see it not only as a partnership of heritage, but also a partnership of destiny. We see this embodied, Mr. Prime Minister, in your leadership of ASEAN. From our part, we are humbled to play also a pivotal role in hosting the African Union. And I was telling earlier the Prime Minister that our friendship is not new. It was first established, at least officially, 1965. But having said that, today we are gathered in a different world environment and world setting, one of a shifting geoeconomics and geopolitics. We are here to reimagine and collaborate our economic ties for this new reality that demands for countries to forge a stronger and more meaningful partnership. On that note, allow me to extend my warmest congratulations to Malaysia and Most Honorable Prime Minister Anwar for the successful leadership of the 2025 ASEAN chairmanship. And thank you for that. Ethiopia and Malaysia are, I believe, at a pivotal juncture of charting a new idea, a new thoughts to transform the lives of their people. This juncture is defined by action, not just simply aspirations. Having said that, let me highlight some of our reform program that set the foundation for our business, trade, and investment environment. First, we have built an enabling investment ecosystem, as illustrated earlier by our investment commissioner. We have forged a progressive regulatory framework and positioning ourselves at the forefront of connectivity and digital competitiveness. This is massively supported by our strides in digitalization, which is fast driving financial inclusion and modernization of our economy. Last year alone, it is immense and huge by Ethiopian standards. I don't know the perspective of other well-developed countries, but when we were able last year alone to record probably 213 billion US dollars only in the digital transaction field, it is indeed a leap forward as far as we are concerned. Second, we are unlocking our strategic sector, particularly in the agriculture sector. We are on the right path to food security, championing innovation like heat-resistant wheat. That has indeed transformed the Ethiopian agriculture system. A land that was completely barren, where we thought nothing would grow up. But with some creativity and astute leadership, we were able to introduce, with the support of some international financial institution like the African Development Bank, we were able to produce millions of metric tons in what it used to be completely barren land. That has indeed transformed the Ethiopian agriculture sector. In mining, Africa in general is the new epicenter for critical transitional minerals. But our vision for the global value chain is for Africa and Ethiopia to be a manufacturer, not just a producer. That has been for years a very painful experience, just simply producing and shipping it out somewhere else where they would add some more value, and at the end of the day, which created a trade imbalance in many ways. Therefore, we invite Malaysian partners to help us achieve this aspiration through a joint investment. Regarding the livestock, I believe our trade minister has mentioned earlier, is one of the largest cattle producer, Ethiopia. Our potential is immense. However, sadly, this potential is often curtailed, I would even use hindered, the word, by irresponsible traders in our country, but mostly in the transit corridors. That is indeed, for us, a painful reminder of being a landlocked country. And of course, that commensurate with our quest for efficient and reliable access to the sea. So the livestock resource is immense. There is a huge potential, in doing business, particularly in that area. Your Excellency, Prime Minister, we recognize the significant growth in our trade. However, it is vital we achieve a more balanced trade. From the data show that from 2019 to 2023, while imports from Malaysia, primarily as mentioned earlier, palm oil totaled around 1.8 billion USD, our exports stood at approximately 53 million USD. This is how we see it. We don't see this imbalance as a problem. We see it as a great opportunity, and of course, as a $1.7 billion invitation. As an invitation for you to come, to invest, to manufacture, and to prosper with us. Finally, let me once again express my heartfelt appreciation to Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim for his continued commitments and tangible works in scaling up the growing relationship between our two countries. For the business community from Malaysia, your presence here is vital. I look forward to seeing you in growing number of Malaysian companies establishing a presence in Ethiopia, cultivating the mutually beneficial partnership that will define our shared prosperity. If I may, Mr. Prime Minister, it would be a great remiss on me if I don't mention one particular situation. I would say that indeed sent a great lesson to many leaders throughout the world, and particularly to diplomats and as well as businessmen. We have witnessed a profound demonstration of Malaysian diplomacy last month. On the one hand, you have opened the doors to expand trade with the United States through a new reciprocal trade agreement. Forget the detractors, but the agreement was there. On the other, separated by a mere couple of days, if I may, you have elevated relation with China through an advanced trade pact with President Xi. Moving so seamlessly between these poles of power is not just an economic victory. I'm of the opinion that it is one lesson in maintaining strategic autonomy amidst greater power competition. And my congratulations for that, Mr. Prime Minister. With that, thank you very much.